Today's class we will see about food spoilage. Why I took this topic? The food spoilage is an important question which is asked in the nutrition examination. None of you has written well. So what is called spoilage? The food spoilage is a process where the food product becomes unsuitable to ingest by the consumer or human consumption. Even if you give it to animal, also it will die. So it is getting spoiled. What is that? It affects alteration in how do you know the food is spoiled? So the taste may be altered, color will be changing, smell will be there, and the appearance of the food will be changing. Are you understanding? Let in this class we are going to see clearly about what is most spoiling items, what are all the factors influencing the food spoilage, and what are all the problems, health problems will be occurring, and how do you prevent the food spoilage and treatment of the food spoilage. Okay, the first thing we will see about the most easily spoiling item of the food. You must know as a nurses, fish, egg, meat, milk, seafood, bread, herbs, berries, and the herbs and other food, prepared food is like a cooked food, salads, sandwiches, raw sprouts. Sometimes E. coli, salmonella will be growing. Why these fruits, especially for the egg, will be easily spoiling? Meat, they are all must be kept in a correct temperature. So these are all the easily spoiling item of the food. Why do they spoil easily? The temperature may be altered or we are handling not properly because microorganisms present in everywhere of the human body. For example, if I touch the food with the my bare hand, there is a growth of streptococci and staphylococci organisms. So improper handling is the most important wide reason for the food spoilage. Let us see clearly what is the factors influencing the food spoilage. That's the first is a biological factor, environmental factor, and the chemical factor. What is the biological factor? Biological factor mainly by the microbial growth, bacteria, yeast, and enzymal factor is the enzymes. Enzyme can break down the food consumption and leading to this food spoilage. Next will be the environmental factor, temperature. For example, you are keeping the food in the refrigerator. Sometimes the temperature on and off going, fridge current is going and coming, temperature going and coming. There will be a degrees of temperature, there will be a increased growth of the microorganisms. And about the exposed to the light, you might have seen your mother taking the pickle, keep in the sunlight will be very good to kill the microorganism, but there is a no exposure, there is no light, again there is a more chance for the spoiling of the food items. Chemical factor is like a moisture and oxidations and pesticides. So these all from why madam oxidation and pesticides are the food poison. Some of the food we are not washing it. Most of the cultivation taken place to kill off the insects which are affecting the growth of the flower or the ripening of the fruits in a form of it. So the farmers are using the very heavy metal containing pesticides. So once you are coming, you are not washing, apple I'm eating or banana or guava, whatever it may be, not a banana we are peeling and eating, that we are not washing, that pesticide may affect you. Moisture, the other factors are the time, spoilage over the time. For example, and the packaging over the time. I kept it in a very good temperature for over the time. For example, if I am very lazy and I do not know cook the my curry is in for the whole family. I cook more. So now I am alone. I cannot cook every day that curry. So I made 3 different curries. I will keep in the fridge. One day I will take reheat. I don't take the whole outside. I take a small bowl and I take 2 or 3 spoon of it, and that spoon I will keep it away. But every time I take it in other hand, every time I take it and reheat and keep it, that will become a food poison. This I can use it, but other thing in other hand of side, if I same way I am using it, if I finish it within 1 week, it's good. If I keep it for longer time, that is also turned into food poison. And then packaging, that's they are talking about the tinned and canned foods, right? Our understanding. So that is this one. This one, what all the health problems will be occurring to the food poison. Of course, it is a end result of the food, it will affect our health. That's the first thing will be coming as a foodborne infections. So what is the food-borne infections will be coming? Food poisoning and bacterial infection. Food poisoning or the what will cause with the food poison. Most of the time you might have heard, yeah, they are affected with the food poison. In the in Tamil Nadu, you say some schools, yeah, some schools the children ate midday meal program, they affected with the food poison. Something had happened or the lich had fall into it, something and all they will tell. What is the most signs and symptoms are the nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, blood in the stool and abdominal cramps, pain, fever and the headache. Okay, then bacterial infections. Here some of the particular bacteria also will be causing some of the infections. That is called salmonella causes salmonellosis. Main symptoms are, you can see, the diarrhea, fever and vomiting. E. coli we have seen, no, there is a sprouted food, mostly it is growing. That E. coli also will be causing the diarrhea, abdominal pain, sometimes abdominal cramp and the vomiting. Fever. Listeria, it is a life threatening bacteria. It's a pregnant woman, older adults and immunosuppressants individual only. Listeria, it's getting affected, otherwise we could overcome it. Then another food problem is called the gastroenteritis. That is the inflammation of the stomach, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain and fever will occur. Other health problems. What are all the other health problems? Sometimes is allergic. We are telling allergic is a very this one. If you go to my friend from the America, she called me, Akka, our one neighbor is there, she is from the Indian origin only, but the child born in America, you won't believe, Akka, many foods are allergy. Egg is allergy, nuts are allergy, and meat is allergy, but this child wanted to eat along. So what will happen to the allergy? One of the Dr. Abdullah says, when I was working in a Saudi, suddenly he explained me, Helen, I went to the house, I couldn't recognize my face, my wife, because totally she is like a she's all the like a blueberry. They are very white skin people, it's like a berry. She eat the berry fruit, some cherry or fairy fruits she eat. It became. But what is the usual food poison in India? Actually, Indians may not get, but rarely we get the food poison. Mainly seafoods we are getting allergics to. What is seafood? Chingdi we are telling, na? What is chingdi? Chingdi in a Bengali meaning we are telling chingdi. Prawns and the crabs are getting allergic to the Indians, but the Americans and other people are getting most of the food allergy. There so much you cannot get allergic. These allergic severe reactions, it will go to the shock syndrome and suddenly they may die if you are not choking also. Sometimes suddenly choke and die also. That much severity is there in allergy. Okay, so how do you prevent it? The prevention is better than cure. So prevention and treatment, handle the store of the food properly, cook the food thoroughly in a correct temperature. Why they are telling cook the food? Some of the people are eating the pork meat. Some of the people are eating the animals. So if the animals are having a tapeworm in their body, if you are not cooking in the pressure cooker, these worms will not die. So you may develop the tapeworm infections. Ultimately, the end result, you will get anemia. And due to anemia, other health problems, anemia will invite into your body. Avoid the cross contaminations. Wash the hands, wash the foods, and seek the medical advices and the medical attention if needed. Immediately go to the doctor. And the compliance with the temperature of the food in storage. You change your fridge temperature monsoon time. It is in the winter time. You change it. Don't touch the food. Use the separate separate handle or the you will tell vessels to take the food some amount and keep it remaining back to the temperature. Don't keep the food outside and then again keep it in fridge and reuse. This between the gap microorganism will be growing. The other thing prevention is the preservation technique. So sometimes we use this one. Mango season, I have seen many people unripe mango make it as a pickle form. Sometimes mango is a ripened mango, you make it as a chilling and maybe a juicy form, and then freezing and this sugaring, salting, canning, vacuum packing, adding chemicals. What chemicals? We are adding nothing, but we are adding vinegar. Most of the time, if chili is more and we put a chili and we make it use the vinegar. And vacuum packing is an example. You can take Lays chips, they put some air. Yeah, why they put air? The vacuum packing is also a kind of a preservation. They are telling salting, chilling, freezing, These are all the things are called this one. So I hope you will write it in a very good manner about what is food spoilage. Understand? You must write what is the definition, what is the ill effects, what all the items will be, and what is the health consequences you have to write. Thank you.